what a weird experience this was. Like, on one hand, we had way better movement from the AIs and the in-game cutscenes. Like, everything felt more emotive and more how it should be instead of seeing stick figures. Even so, it still was kinda sorta cartoony. But the amount of teleporting enemies towards the end suddenly increased by a lot, which was really freaking weird. But I must say, overall, this is annoying. But overall, this was way better than the other experience I had with Crysis Remastered. Probably because I went with a faster pace. Usually I go quite slow and safe. But this time I could see the line, you know, the way of going fast. So I took it. But yeah, not only were enemies teleporting, but some units were more unfairly placed. Like that nanosuit guy in the mines. Like his original position was behind those transport carts, and you could always see his model before he could see you. But in the mine shaft in of itself, in the excavation in of itself, it was way too dark to make him out in time. Yeah. Like the first time I was there, I went left, ran straight into him. And even on the second time when I know he was there, I needed to look 3 times before I could even realize that he was there. But overall, what was really weird is that I played it on max settings, and the massive oversaturation on everything was weird. Every color was just bumped up by 20%. Also towards the end, I turned off DLSS just as an experiment, because I often notice ghosting effects, that characters would have an extra line to them that was like a ghost shadow, and I always thought it was DLSS that was the cause of this, but it seems it wasn't. So yeah, that was surprising. Oh. Other than that, this game is still good. Still an action shooter. Still in my mind, nothing more than a tech demo with a decent story and dope effects. Still a good game. What is this? How is this custom? You telling me we could have... Was it different because of DLSS? Who knows? Who gives a shit? Anyways, that was my second go at Crysis Remastered. I still think they should bring back the extra waves of NPCs. But then on the other hand, you only notice it if you go slow. Yeah. Also, I noticed that the AI was way more unforgiving. Way more unforgiving on Delta difficulty, which was interesting. It's basically the thing about the nano gear, that the stealth effect now has better special effects, and the bubble effect and those lightnings that go around your silhouette. They are way harder to see, and the old game had those clunky lightning effects going around it, and that was actually a hidden feature of the game that helped you see other nanosuits easier. You would just and even if that didn't help enough, you could throw down a smoke, then you would have blue lightning on white surface or gray surface where there's a high contrast for it. But here with the new cloaking device, it's really hard to see. And that's one of the few moments where dope graphics are actually counterintuitive. But for some reason the normal enemy NPCs could see me as fast as always, while I struggle to make out a hostile nanosuits. So that increased the difficulty quite a lot, and I'm still undecisive if that makes it more exciting, because I have to be more on my toes. But I can see that if I play this 2-3 more times, it will flop down into the annoying factor more than making it exciting. And that is one of the biggest strong points of this game, since I think it has a lot of replayability. I mean, you saw that often after I died, NPCs wouldn't just follow down the same paths as before, because they did a good amount of detail into AI and how they react to you and how they organize themselves. Even in Crysis 2 and 3, they improved a lot on it, and the AI really becomes tactical in flushing you out. So yeah, it's always nice to see that hasn't changed. So, but without further ado, I wish you a good day, good night, and see you around.